So we were just talking movies and enjoying a nice slice of Empire Pizza.
You're my favorite guest.
Compliments of Jake Stinson, our guest tonight.
So let that be known for future guests. I mean, I'm not saying you have to bring pizza every time, but he kind of set the bar.
Well, no, it could be set higher.
Oh, you can pole vault over that
with some cheese. Give me. Hey, can we get a fourth cheese for 1/4 of the guys at the table tonight?
That's true.
I mean, Jake, was that too much to ask?
I didn't I didn't even think about it. Yeah.
It's totally fine. I suck. It's okay.
See, you're feeling.
No,
you're feeling bad.
The
today.
garlic knots are pretty good. I'm just saying they're good garlic knots.
I'll know for next time.
Yeah.
Medium pizza, balloon knots for Josh. We'll all be stuffed at the end.
It's so hard
Balloon
to eat
knots?
those. They do. They look like fucking hernias.
That's what we used to call buttholes.
Balloon nuts.
Yeah.
Oh my!
Delicious balloon knots.
Marinara covered butthole.
Buttery balloon knot.
That's an Alan Coe song for sure.
Getting dark already. Much like a balloon knot. So thanks for coming over tonight, man.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's so cool. I was thinking about guests, and I was like, man, I need to ask Jake. I asked you a while back, and I was like, hey, man, when the band gets up and running, when y'all hop in that van and head down to the Sunset Strip, and ready, just tease your hair, you're just ready to put on a show.
Oh yeah.
I told you to hit me up.
Glitz it up.
And,
Sure.
and now we're here.
Yes, absolutely.
Let's talk about the band for a second. I'm stuttering here. Tell me about the band. Tell the listener about the band.
The band is called Giant Stride. We just started kind of playing shows. We've been kind of playing for a while, practicing, getting ready. Had a lineup change, and then with our new guitarist and everything, we've been writing recently and plan on recording in August. But we just have a couple of shows kind of lined up right at this point, and hopefully we'll get some more. So
now,
nice.
What kind of music do you
classify as kind of? I mean, it's it's the whole asking anybody who's in a band what they sound like.
The worst question. The worst question.
No, here's the worst question. So like what are your influences, man?
I don't know, just like life, dude. Just everything.
You're playing this. You're slapping the buckets on this band, right? Is that what it is?
I'm not
Slapping the tubs.
Slapping the tubs.
the skins.
Yeah.
No, I'm not playing drums on this. Actually,
Okay.
I play guitar and sing in this.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
Yeah, it's been a little while since I played drums, actually. Since Bitch Wizard, actually. So
God, that's a tight ass band name.
We have 3 drummers in the house tonight.
Yeah, three drums.
That's pretty cool.
drummers.
That was a great observation. Yeah, that's really important. So if somebody can, if they feel implored to look into your band, Giant Stride, how would they do so?
we do have a Facebook page, but we also have an Instagram that I just started recently at Giant Stride Band. And we've got a few pictures up at this point, but we'll get more.
Daily Balloon Knot.
Yes.
You guys just pass around the phone, take turns.
Oh, yeah. Just taking pictures of our buttholes all day long.
That's awesome.
There's probably an Instagram out there that's just all butthole
That's
shots.
a close band too, because you need your bass player to spread your cheeks.
Oh, yeah.
To take a picture of the butthole.
To get prime
It
knotted.
takes at least 3 people to get a full balloon knot.
No, you use part of your band fund to get that. What's that gynecologist use? The thing that spreads the
Selfie stick?
the pussy open. What are those called?
I always just called
Like
it
a spectrum or something?
yeah.
a speculum.
Speculum.
I
Yeah,
called
get
it
a
there we
speculum,
go.
put that
Brighter.
speculum right on them cheeks and just get it right open. And that's your selfie stick. You put your phone right in it.
A look inside a Giant Stride.
That's the album cover, dude. You got it.
So we were talking movies again before we were started here tonight, and we were talking about Walk Hard. Well, actually, it started with a Will Ferrell reference, and then it morphed into John C. Reilly, and then we talked about Walk Hard. And Josh, you brought up how much you love the soundtrack.
Oh, dude, the soundtrack, I could not stop listening to. Like, the song Black Sheep, especially, it's just so, and I didn't know this until you told me this, that they use the same, to-date instruments and recording methods. It kind of has that weird tape, like, echoey delay kind of a sound to it. And it was just trippy. And I was also smoking a lot of weed at the time. That just kind of just soaked hard.
Permafried.
Yeah, and Black Sheep is such a strange song too. It has so many layers to it, and then of course while you were watching, there's a goat in there.
Yeah. Well, the thing in the movie, like it's like 10 seconds worth of a song, but the actual song is like this journey of like
Did they actually write songs for this movie?
Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh.
It is
That
a
sounds awesome.
full-fledged soundtrack.
Wow.
And still to this day, I'll find myself doing his Bob Dylan song to myself. But I don't know the words. It's like, oh, say, can you see him? That part.
Yeah.
I don't think he really knows what he was saying either.
Yeah.
It's rare to find a soundtrack that speaks louder than the movie.
Yeah.
But I'm sure, like, we could all think of one. Everybody out there's got one.
Dangerous Minds, man.
The
Gangsta's
Bodyguard
Paradise.
for me, dude. When I was a kid, I stumbled upon the Bodyguard soundtrack before I saw the movie.
But both of those soundtracks, Dangerous Minds and Bodyguard, are both one. You buy it for one song. You want
Yeah.
I Will Always Love You, and you want Gangsta's Paradise.
Yeah. And
The Crow was one for me, actually, back in the day.
That's what I was
not
gonna say.
Lisa on that shit.
That's the only soundtrack I've ever bought was The Crow.
No,
Because
wait.
it fucking
One,
ruled.
2, 3.
There's only one.
Yeah, man, I got City of Angels soundtrack.
There's only one. The other, I've seen them all. Have you seen all of the Crow movies?
No, I haven't.
you check
I
that-
stopped after the first one.
Yeah, that's good. Well, see, I got into The Crow when I was young. So it was just like, oh, there's this one movie I've seen a million times. There's a second one. Cool. I'm going to go to the video store and get it. So bad. And then I saw there's a third one and I still watched it because I was like,
You're invested. I gotta love it.
I gotta see it. And
Was the third one with Eddie Furlong, or was that the second one?
I don't know names.
I think that was the second one.
I don't know names.
Jason Momoa is doing the reboot, so that's coming out.
No, who's this guy? Who's this cat?
Jason Momoa?
Yeah.
He's
Aquaman?
Aquaman.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
that's what I thought.
I'm gonna see that. I'm going.
Oh,
See, so
reboots.
your thing with watching The Crow, having to watch all of them, I was that way with the Highlander film franchise.
Oh, yeah?
That's a commitment.
The first movie is sci-fi gold. The first movie is great. After that, it kind of gets really shitty.
Oh yeah. After that, it becomes
The sequel totally
so ridiculous.
negates everything, and then the third one negates all of that, and then they tie in with the TV show, which I was a huge fan of. But yeah, it's like you make yourself watch it because you have to like it.
Yeah.
Well, and I brought up a Highlander reference to a friend recently, and he brought up the show because I don't know if he knew about the movies, and I was like, the show had the singer from Fine Young Cannibals in it.
Yeah, I remember that. I was like, they always had weird people in there. Like one of the ladies that became she had her own spin-off of it. I think she was a singer for like a all-girl punk rock band back in the day or something. There's a bunch of weird cameos that always played the enemy of the week. And it was, the dude from Fine Young Cannibals was one of those. I thought that was the funniest thing.
Now, did you buy that soundtrack?
No, but Queen did the soundtrack for the first movie.
Yeah.
Oh, the whole movie?
The whole movie.
They did that
Oh,
soundtrack.
that adds to Highlander 1
Dude.
a lot.
Between that and Flash Gordon, Queen soundtracks are pretty
Do
awesome.
yourself a favor right now, pause this podcast, and listen to the song Princes of the Universe. It's a fucking epic song.
I remember it
It's
from the
crazy.
TV show.
Yeah.
And I remember the intro being so cool at the very end. He like swung the katana
you
and it
got
was
the
like
swoosh.
and it like went to commercial right after that.
Oh, yeah.
So dope. But it's funny, you bring up a good point. Like when you're younger and you come across something and you really like it, you always want to dig deeper.
So deep.
Right? And when you're a kid and you have, you can go to the video store every now and then, or the CD store, the comic book store, or whatever. It's like, you don't realize how much time you're wasting. Like, don't you wish you had the wisdom of an older man? Like, I
Right.
know those are going to suck.
Yeah. like just rule of threes, man. It's shitty after that. Just don't bother with it.
Yeah.
Save your $10 and don't get it.
Yeah.
The Crow soundtrack, though, that's a really good pick, man.
It's really good.
Yeah, I need to look up the old track listing on that. But
And the kids soundtrack actually too was amazing. I
The
thought.
kid soundtrack?
Yeah.
Well, that movie made a very large impact. I mean, I think I talked about it on the podcast way long ago in the first 5 episodes or whatever. My mom was our youth minister at our church and took our youth group to go see it.
Oh,
on accident?
No, on purpose, because the Baptist Messenger, which was like a weekly thing that would get sent out to churches, in their little entertainment section, it was before the movie came out, they wrote that this movie is supposed to show what it's like for teenagers and you should take your youth group to go see it. So my mom did, and the opening scene of that is a dude fucking a girl.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
like,
that's
my mom was like, well, maybe it's just really real. Let's just stay. And we watched the whole fucking thing. I didn't even know there was a soundtrack. I didn't even know there was music. All I know is I was 13 or something going, boobs.
Yeah, in the theater, all you heard was,
Yeah.
that was the soundtrack.
Yeah.
I don't know. How old were you when that came out?
Had to have been like, what was that, 96? Like
Jeez.
13 or 14?
96, 97 probably. Yeah.
Too real.
Thereabouts.
Too real.
Too real for my grown adult
Yeah,
eyes.
hey, let's take youth group to see a Harmony Korine movie about a kid who just likes to fuck a bunch of girls and give them AIDS.
Yeah, cool. Great. Yeah.
So I pulled up the Crow soundtrack. I'm gonna read a couple off of here, just like even just the bands. So, The Cure's on here, Machines of Love and Grace, Stone Temple Pilots, Nine Inch Nails, Rage Against the Machine.
One of these things is not like the other.
Violent Femmes, Pantera, Jesus and the Mary Chain. I mean, it's like 14 songs that are all just like so tight.
That's awesome.
Bangers.
They just don't make them like that anymore.
Soundtracks?
No, not at all.
I mean, kids' movie soundtracks are pretty dope these days. I mean,
Yeah.
kids' movies are way better than they
Watchmen
were.
had a really good soundtrack.
Kids. Yeah,
I really liked the Watchmen. Yeah, it was a bunch of just like 70s music, like
Yeah, but then
the whole time.
But then you had the Smashing Pumpkins doing their song that they did on the Batman
That's
Forever
right.
soundtrack, and they just reversed the name of the song and just slowed it down a few BPMs. Because the original is the end at the beginning is the end, and that one is the beginning is the end is the beginning.
Then that explains it, because when I saw them last weekend,
Did they do both?
no. So, okay, I saw the Pumpkins at the Chesapeake Energy Arena. I went into it with not super high expectations. I paid a lot of money for a floor seat. I've never seen them before. It was kind of like, yeah, I'm going to go to this and then hope for the best, you know? And I'll keep it short, but completely exceeded my expectations. Quite frankly, blew me away how good it was.
Were you going in fingers crossed? Just don't be fat Billy Corgan. You know, like the one's going over, he's wearing the Zero shirt, but his belly's hanging out of the bottom
belly
of it.
Corgan.
Yeah, belly Corgan.
or the sad on the, we've all seen the sad on the roller coaster, Billy
Yeah.
Corgan.
Is it roller coaster? Or is he in one of those cars that they have at Frontier City? Those little
I think it was-
jalopy cars?
Yeah, I think it was more that, like the guided tour or
It's
whatever.
so funny.
But anyway, so we go and it was incredible, man. Like it,
Well, and they played for like 3 hours, right?
dude, they played for 3.5 hours.
That's insane.
31 songs. 31 Smashing Pumpkin songs.
Is that normal, like,
I mean,
for them?
not that I know of,
Right.
But it wasn't normal for me because that was a long fucking concert.
Is that the longest concert you've been to? I mean, Neil Young only played for like 2.5, right?
Yeah, it had to be the longest concert that I've ever been to. I haven't seen like Fish
so
yet.
funny.
So
Well, and that was
It's way up
they
there.
played like the era of like Siamese Dream and Melancholy mainly,
first 5
right?
albums, only from the first 5 albums.
Oh, wow.
Which was super dope. But yeah, they went into that song, which I recognize from Batman Forever, but they played it slow and moody. So you might be onto something there.
Yeah, that was
I
on
didn't
the,
know that it was on the Watchmen
It
soundtrack.
was in the Watchmen, and the scene was when Night Owl and that one gal hook up because you can see her boob.
Is that the time that he couldn't get it up, or when he could?
Night Owl?
Yeah.
I don't recall the movie too much, you know, because it's really nothing like the book.
Right, but I think a weird thing they did in the movie was like he couldn't get hard unless he was fighting crime. And like the first time they try and like bang it out, like they're just like chilling, and you just can't get hard. And then when they actually hook up, they just got done kicking like 30 people's asses.
Is that where they got Rorschach out of jail? That's it.
Yeah, and then they fuck. It's weird. That's a weird thing for them to put in that. Like,
Speaking of weird and fucking, Smash Pumpkins Live. Was there any weird fucking? Did you see? Were there? I'm assuming it's all like 30 somethings.
I did not see a boob. I saw a lot of things. Yeah, no boob. You know, I don't know if it's me too, or I don't know what it is, but there's a lot less boobs
at
concerts.
rock and roll shows.
Maybe my eyes are just getting worse as I get older, but it's just I don't see it, and
Yeah.
I don't even know if I want to see it because
No.
it's not.
you're probably not
good.
looking.
most
No, I'm
of
just
the
wondering,
time.
like,
Not really
'cause
looking for it. When you first go to concerts and you see the classic, like, you know, like flashing thing happen. When you're a kid, you're just like, oh, dude, we might see tit.
It's it's a myth because you see it in like when you're a kid, you see it on like old like Woodstock videos or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, girls like, oh, that's something girls that shows girls will do that maybe. And you go to a show and you don't think it's going to happen, and then just out of your peripheral you'll see a nipple and you go, huh, but you don't look because you don't want to be a creep. You're just like, there it is.
You know those old movies where they're in the battleship and they see the like radar going around? That's what you're like as a 14-year-old at a concert. You're just like, blink! It showed up behind you and you still knew somehow.
There's a boo behind
No,
me.
I didn't see that, but I did see some interesting things. First of all, I'll keep it short. First of all, there was a guy. So we were sitting on the floor, and then just to our right up a little bit were the seats, the 100 section, the first like slanted seats. There's a dude, and he's he's probably in his mid 40s, maybe pushing 50. Big dude that could best be described as the guy works outside. He's one of those guys. Like, I'm an inside boy, you know, and I'm not proud of that, but I'm an inside boy. Like, I'm not really...
He's a sun-kissed man.
He's a sun-kissed, large man that could stomp me into the ground if he wanted to. Oh. So the whole time, and he's fucked up on something, but I know I was analyzing this guy throughout the show. I'd like look over every once in a while, and he wasn't drinking, but he was just like the whole time.
Weird.
And the entire show... Well, the entire Pumpkin set, which was a long one, every 40 seconds, let's say, he'd go, Billy! Oh, I mean, like you could set your watch to it.
What?
And he was waving his arms, and what is this called? The Save Me Off the Island wave?
You're flagging down a car on the highway because you're like, your friend was just murdered or something.
You're like trying to help land a plane or something. And he's doing this the whole time. Billy! Same pitch to where it sounded like a fucking soundboard after a while.
Was he close enough that he thought he could actually get Billy Corgan's attention?
Yeah, I was going to say, did Billy ever notice him? Or?
No. Surprisingly, no. Even when he was screaming it through the acoustic song, and it was like quiet as a mouse in there.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So, okay, the kicker, because that's weird enough, but the kicker was they played what song was it? Bullet with Butterfly Wings towards the end of the set.
I never heard it.
Yeah, it's a new one. But the guy decides it's a real good time to take his shirt off and start waving it in like a helicopter, as the kids say.
Different guy?
Same guy.
Same guy.
Oh
wow.
My God.
While going, Billy!
Was he with people or was he alone?
He was with another man that was about the same age that was just sitting down, not having it the whole time.
Not enjoying the show.
I can't take this guy anywhere.
That's so weird.
So weird. And his belly was just hanging out, and he was like, I thought that something was wrong.
He was whipping it around his head like a helicopter.
Literally swinging it as hard as you can above your head. And I was just like, what? So the best thing was, though, it's about 10 seconds into that, a security guard comes by and is like, so you're going to have to put your shirt back on.
Yeah.
But that's another thing that's changed. What? Dudes used to walk around with their shirts off at concerts.
I was going to say, when did security start doing that? Because that's never been a thing at shows.
It may have just been they saw that this guy's going to be a problem.
Or maybe it was because he was being so loud.
Yeah,
probably,
he was yelling Billy every 40 seconds, just like hanging straight up loose, just waving his shirt around. Nah, I'm not having that, dude.
Maybe if he puts his shirt back on, it's like one of those thunder jackets that like calms him down.
Dude, just imagine he puts back on this, like it's wrung out, so it's like got the wrinkles all around. You put it on, it doesn't fit right. The neck's stretched out. It doesn't look great anymore.
And everybody around him's just wet.
Yeah.
No, but I happened to make eye contact with the couple that was standing basically behind him, because they were facing right to look at the stage, so they were basically kind of like staggered behind him. And I looked, and the dude just looked at me. It was a guy and a girl, and the guy looked at me. And he was just like, "What the fuck?" I felt bad. I was like, "That dude paid like $50 for that show.
He paid money to go to the show.
Terrible. But yeah, the show was great, dude. They went into Stand Inside Your Love, which is one of my favorite Pumpkin songs.
Alpha Machina. That's
underrated album.
Highly underrated album.
That's like the song on that album.
It's good.
Really, otherwise, I'm sort of not a huge fan of that album, but that song kind of throws back to some of the like Siamese Dream stuff.
Yeah, they went into that, man, and I started feeling a little Waterworks.
Uh-oh.
They had these huge screens with like cool custom like real-time graphics going on while they were playing. It was a beautiful production.
The flying toaster going around.
Yeah, there was at the very beginning. Seriously, really? No, it was the ice cream truck.
Oh,
but yeah, so I started feeling the tears just kind of start. I felt a little sprinkle, a little twinkle.
Mm-hmm.
And they go into this one line in the middle of the song, and out of all the impressions I do, I don't do a good Corgan, but
hold your nose.
I was holding it back. Squeeze my balls. I was holding them back. And like, I was like, I can't let Jake see me crying at a show, man.
Yeah.
We got history. And they bust into the middle part with like these beautiful lyrics, and like the graphics are like this guy and this girl like drawings like embracing and stuff, and it was so beautiful that I finally couldn't take it anymore. And no joke, a single tear in the middle of each eye ejaculated out of my face in such a way that I could see them sparkling as they made their arc and their eventual descent.
What is that?
I don't know.
Has that ever happened before?
No. Well, in cartoons.
Yeah, no. I've seen it happen to like Elmer Fudd or Daffy Duck or something, but
Never happened.
that's crazy.
And then I looked over, so I'm wiping. I'm wiping. I'm still trying to play it off.
Yeah.
Standing in a puddle. And I
Like
look
you
o-
got something in your eye, like,
Yeah. Oh, shit, it's dusty in here. I look over at Jake, teary-eyed. I was like, yes.
He was holding off too.
Oh yeah. It was good. It reminded me of concerts from when I was younger, and that's cool. That was a cool feeling I haven't felt in a long time. And they totally nailed it. Like, I thought he was going to like phone in the vocals.
That's actually one of the things that I was wondering about was his vocals, because anything live that I've seen of his, it just becomes this like kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Where I kind of equated it to the noise in Dumb and Dumber, where they're like, "You want to hear the most annoying noise in the world?" You know?
Totally. Luckily, that wasn't the case. It was perfect. Now, I will say, perfect for me. I will say, like, there were a couple real high notes that he was like, doing the like, wow, and pushing the mic out, or like stepping away from the mic and like ripping like they do all the time,
Yeah.
But yeah, he didn't hit a couple of the high notes, but overall, fucking
You can't
fantastic.
expect him to. He's an older man. It's the second night of the tour.
Yes,
You got to save that voice.
you totally do.
But you do it in an artistic fashion.
There was a moment, and this will wrap up my my pumpkin talk, but in the song "Adore," it's like, "You'll pull your crooked teeth," right?
Yeah.
"You'll be perfect just like me," right?
That's pretty good.
yeah, it's not
bad.
A little more nasally, but he goes, "You'll be perfect just like OKC."
I like how we all did that. Like, I hate when artists like shoehorn in the city, but everyone go, yeah.
No.
We're famous, guys.
No, I totally fucked up. He didn't say OKC. He said OKC in another song, but like not in the lyric.
Right.
He said, "You'll be perfect just like WPC,"
What?
which are his initials, William Patrick Corgan.
Oh, even that, I'm like,
That's even more of a shoehorn.
That's a way shoehorn because for
Me,
his
his own
one
name.
syllable
He's replacing the word me.
Yeah.
with
Redundant as fuck. What are you?
It was so cringe. Like, it zapped me out of the moment. Like, the tears fell back into my eyes. The guy put his shirt back on. What the fuck? Dude, it was so weird. I was like, why?
just want to yell like, "Hey, just stick with the script, Billy."
Seriously. Like, there's no need to improv that word. For that word, that's the same word, just harder to
one's gonna
say.
give a shit.
Maybe the dude who took his shirt off was at the first show, and it happened there. And the whole reason why he was yelling for Billy is to be like, "Hey, man, look over here. Don't do that stupid shit
Yeah.
you did at the first show." He took his shirt off to try and get his attention. Didn't work.
Like,
And
not
then-
this time.
Yeah.
It was weird, man. It totally, like, I was so in the moment. And then when that happened, it just like, I felt like the hand of God came down and just like yanked me out of the arena for a few seconds. It was weird.
Did you get it back though? Did you get that?
Oh
back?
yeah, immediately.
Almost, yeah.
Yeah, it was fucking killer. I've been to some great shows, but like that was in my top 3 of all time.
Well, and I'd heard too that they did like 3 covers at the show too.
They did.
What did you
man.
think of the covers on that?
That's cool. They're a legacy band. It's cool to throw a cover in there. It's fun. But the cover selection was odd.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, if you care. It's what's it? Space Oddity.
Mm-hmm.
And that was early in the set. It was kind of cool. Like, they had some cool visuals, and he just sang on that, doing his like weird Billy Corgan, like, creep
Serpentine
around.
kind of
Yes,
thing.
yes.
Was he wearing the Matrix jacket? at
He
that
was
point?
wearing. That's the other thing. There was a lot of costume changes for Mr. Corgan. Nobody else though, just him, of course.
Did he don the Zero shirt at some point?
Variation of.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah. Shit, I forgot where I was going with that.
Stairway to Heaven
Yeah,
too,
yeah,
I heard.
that's
they
right.
also did.
Thank you. Yeah, they did Stairway. Which now on that one, I was like, okay, you could have fit like 2.5 Pumpkins classics in that time.
Yeah, that's where I was sort of like, they have such a large catalog. Why do they need? I mean, and people I'm sure wanted to hear just Smashing Pumpkins. So
Yeah,
why throw those in there? I guess but
They did a good job. It sounded good. It was kind of cool. But I thought, like, this is an 8-minute song, bro. Like, throw in like Quiet. That's a nice 4 minutes. Okay, there's half of it right there. Throw in another like song that you didn't play off the album. XYU, something like that, you know?
Sure.
But having said that, set list was premium. It was really good. It was super good. When's the last time you had that feeling at a show like that? Just, fuck, this is what a concert's supposed to be like. And really like feeling like you're seeing something happen.
Well, I was talking to somebody recently about going to shows now, having played music for so long, and there's a little bit of the magic that's taken away, you know, from playing so many shows. I mean, it's still wonderful to go, but as far as like life-changing kind of shows, it's kind of sparing sometimes on whenever you really see something that is, you know, what you really needed. And I don't know, the last big show that I kind of like, as far as like a big rock concert that I loved, was whenever Pearl Jam came through for Backspacer.
Yes.
We got a real jam head over here.
Yeah, love Pearl Jam so much.
They're great live. They are.
Yeah,
They're amazing live.
Did they play for 4 or 5 hours?
No, I think they ended up doing about 2.5, which was perfect for me. That's fine.
Yeah.
I ended up getting tickets really late, and we were in the last row. So
Dang. Where at?
Where was that at? I think it was at the Cox Convention Center or whatever. So
Nice.
I don't know.
but it's kind of rare that I really enjoy like huge shows like that now. I really like kind of intimate setting kind of shows more.
Yeah.
I feel you.
I'm not an arena guy either. You know, it's from that like punk, or like coming up and going to like punk shows and like DIY shows. You're like, this is what it's intimate. You get to feel it and it's cool. Like, fuck arena shows.
Right.
And then you go to one like when my first was Neil Young and Crazy Horse.
That
And
was your first?
my first arena show.
Really?
Wow.
Well, I mean, I guess Blink-182 back in like 2000 when they played at the State Fair. That was kind of arena show, but it was
okay. Yeah, right. It was in between.
Yeah, but that was my first like get the arena experience of like old people dancing, smelling a little bit of cheeb in the air.
Mm-hmm.
And that show is on my list of like, fuck, that was a great show. Because I felt like I was transported back to like 1970 whenever. And it was dope.
Incredible, man.
And then I have The Boss, floor seats at The Boss.
That would have been amazing.
He crowd surfed. He played for like almost 3 hours. It blew my mind. Like this is a concert. And then Paul McCartney.
That would be a good one too.
Those are
There's
three
some great
biggies.
ones.
And I sat very, very, very close for Paul McCartney. And the Paul McCartney one was, I got to go for free because I did a little PETA booth thing, and they gave me tickets really close. I'm like, oh, let's close the table down early and go check out the show. Walk in, it's like, he set up close to the stage. There wasn't big shit behind him. It looked to me, and they set up kind of like the way the Beatles would used to. And it kind of had that feeling of like, oh, this is probably what it was like to go see that kind of shit back in the day.
4 guys getting together to make some rock and roll music, you know?
You know, they do their jams that, you know, are very much rehearsed. But yeah, I'm not going to say I'm an arena guy, but I'll say what I told Robbie is like, I will go to an arena show, but it has to be fucking floor tickets. I'm not sitting in seats.
No, the nosebleeds are kind of rough. Unless it's kind of like the best show arena wise that I went to where I was kind of sitting back a little bit further was Rush.
Yeah.
Rush was amazing live because they had visuals and of course they just play wonderfully, and it was pretty interesting to watch.
Something like that they probably have like crazy visuals that wherever you're sitting you can see something cool, and it might be even cooler to sit in the back because you can see all the crazy shit going on. You're not down in it, but if you want that real rock and roll experience,
There's a difference.
If you got the extra
difference.
$1.50 to throw down on the floor, throw it on the floor.
Yeah,
that's all
absolutely.
I've seen a bunch of really cool arena shows. Like my first show, I saw Motley Crue at a convention center in Tulsa. I forget which one it is. Motley Crue was fucking nuts. I was 15. I went with my friend who had a car, and I like did the whole I bought a Motley Crue hoodie. Like there was girls dancing with fire. There were like several times when like they got out in the crowd and played guitar. I forget who's their drummer. I forget what his name was.
Tommy Lee.
He put a harness on, and there were 2 drum sets suspended over the crowd. There was one over me, and he like zip-lined up to it and like played drums and shit. It was ridiculous.
Was that during like it was like the Wicked Circus tour or something like that.
Yep, that's what it was.
Boy, what a fucking generic name.
Yeah.
Like
But-
Circus.
Yeah, that was like on the cutting room floor in the Kiss dressing room,
Yeah.
you know?
If someone,
I got to see Kiss too. I saw Kiss at the BOK Center with my little brothers, and that was cool. We had nosebleeds, but it was cool because it was Kiss. So like, you saw all kinds of crazy shit, and I saw AC/DC there too.
Those are all
That'd be
solid.
great.
Yeah.
But
Got a real couple contenders here for.
I got to see.
I haven't heard yours yet.
I got to see Tom Petty when I was
TP and the HB.
Yeah, I got to see
17.
I got to see Tom Petty on his last tour.
Oh, really?
And it was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I had really good seats too.
I had floor seats in an arena show, and I was probably like halfway to the stage, but I fucking cried. Like because I grew up listening to Tom Petty with my grandparents. Like my grandmother loved Tom Petty, and I cried like a baby. It was so cool.
Yeah, he was such a great live act. That was another one on the top, probably 10.
Yeah.
So, as far as my first show goes, man, my first show was at the Myriad, and I went to go see the Fat Boys, and Salt and Peppa was opening.
Dude, fuck.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
My
You feel
dad
that
just kept on
table?
going,
The table's turning a little
yeah,
bit.
dude.
I know, right?
My
Steering
dad
over
just
your
kept on
favorite.
going, we have a surprise for you guys. We won't tell you or anything. Just,
Were you
we'll go somewhere.
Were you a Fat Boy fan?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Were you a little fatty? Isn't that what they called you? A little fatty.
Yeah, throughout elementary school, middle school.
I relate to them.
These are my people.
These are my people.
Yeah. Watch Disorderlies. Sure.
Oh, I love Disorderlies.
Heavyweights. All the classics. So the Fat Boys.
It was an amazing show. But that was during the era too where they had done some music with like the Beach Boys and
Oh, I remember.
they were doing
mashups,
there was like
yeah.
this weird like 50s throwback in the 80s with music and with just fashion in general that I
and
did
the
not
melody,
get.
like that was all over and it's like that's totally KOMA. You know? Anyways, go on.
But yeah, such a good show. Really, that was during Salt and Peppa's era of doing that "Push It" song, which is
prime.
kind of oddly. So many high schools and their marching bands use that as their song.
Yeah, and
which
they're
is
singing
so-
about like getting
yeah.
fucked.
Yeah, pretty
basically.
much.
All right. Important question:
Sure.
Salt or Peppa?
Peppa. Why not? Wait, which is which? No, wait. Peppa's the one. Okay, Peppa's like the brassy one.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go Salt.
I like
Yeah.
brassy. That's a perfect word to describe
I'll
hot
go
pepper.
Salt as well. Yeah.
But
Where are you going?
I don't really have a dog in this race.
or Spinderella.
Can I say both? Salt and Peppa?
At the same
What about
time.
paprika?
I'm gonna go Peppa.
Yeah.
I like the brassy one. I always did, and growing up, I loved the Shoop video as a young horny boy.
Sure.
I loved it.
boy.
3 attractive women singing about wanting to fuck. Like that's cool, right?
Okay, well, on that note,
You said fuck like it's a bad word. Like,
TLC, T-Ball's Left Eye or Chili. Which one you going for? Damn. Not to be sexist.
No, we're guys talking about women. That's what we do here on
Left
Boys.
Eye,
You know?
I feel like Left Eye is the cutest, but she was
Exactly.
obviously very cuckoo. Yeah, she like burned her boyfriend's house down and shit. So I don't know about that.
that's a hard pass for me.
Yeah.
If I find any woman who's burned their previous boyfriend's house down, I'm out.
That's so black metal.
I always found
That is
something.
pretty black metal. Okay, well maybe.
I always found something very sexy about T-Boz.
the brassy one.
Yeah, the brassy,
the smoky voice.
smoky voice. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I really liked when they wore the condoms on the eyes, though. Like, remember,
They were
like,
all about safe
wasn't
sex.
that TLC?
Yeah.
Right? They had like there's a picture of them floating around where they're like it's like a photo shoot and they're all wearing white, like white denim. And like, I think left eye, over her left eye, she has like some wireframe glasses on and there is a condom in the wrapper, like not hanging.
That's what I pictured.
A used condom hanging.
Those joke eye glasses that pop out like slinkies.
She's like, you like my octopus costume? But yeah, it was in the wrapper. Oh boy, it was in the wrapper, and then they were also like safety pinned here and there all over their clothes.
Well,
I think that's a great way to keep condoms. You put a sharp object right through them.
They're
so
going
effective.
Out, they're going out and like handing them out to the homeless. Like, here, wear these.
Oh my god.
Spitting the wrong message, but yeah, I don't know. That's an insane first show, though.
Yeah, that's a great
was a
first
great
show.
first
Yeah, mine sucked. I don't even want to talk about it. It's so bad. It's like, yeah, you know, it's a waste. It's a waste.
Well, then after that, we'll bring it back because after that, my first rock show was actually a Christian rock show that my mom took me to.
Audio Journal?
No, it was this band called White Cross.
I remember White
Why does
Cross.
that sound so fucking cool?
It is not.
No, hasn't aged well.
Yeah.
Really hasn't aged well.
No, I just remember a lot of solos and my mom rocking out. But and that's
Were there like dudes with curly hair that's like it's like pushed over a lot to one side?
sure.
You know, just
Yeah.
kind of whipping it around when they
it was
play.
kind of on the edge of like being not cool at that point too.
Like
Yeah, it's
dad,
on the
Have
edge
the long
out, yeah.
hair and the,
dad at the time. Not dad by today's dad standards, but like
yeah, but like you're almost lame.
like grunge was becoming a thing, and like
Yeah.
that kind of metal is done
Yeah.
and dead.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
just before all of that.
the torch has been passed at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. I did a lot of Christian shows growing up too, though.
Yeah, that's all you
mean,
had. That's
I saw Audio Adrenaline.
yeah.
I saw Carmen twice.
Ooh.
Twice.
I did see Carmen as well. My mom was an usher at one of the shows. So.
Ooh, royalty.
Yeah. I got to sit wherever I wanted.
Dude, he is the worst. Okay,
Yeah.
Like, and I'm not like anti-religion or whatever, but like or Christian music. There's a lot of Christian music I like or did like.
Yeah.
But man, Carmen, a real wiener.
Dude, those caterpillar eyebrows, the shoulder pad suits.
Wait, is that the guy that we looked up to look like a cult leader?
Yeah.
Yes. No.
Oh.
Was that the video? Were we sharing? We were sharing a video clip of him,
Yeah,
right?
like rapping or something.
Rapping with metal dudes, though. Like
Yeah,
he
oh,
was the
yeah.
rapper in the rap rock band from the 80s.
It was Petra. It was Carmen and Petra.
Oh, we got to look that up, dude. It's so incredibly bad. And like, I feel like whoever edited that video was like, "Yeah, this is gonna suck." This,
No,
Probably thought it would fucking rule.
You know what? The kids are really gonna like this.
but what if the guy had the balls to be like, "Sir, I have no faith in this. This is bad,
This is
and you should feel bad."
you should feel terrible about your
He's
artistic.
like, don't you know who I am? I am Carmen.
Yeah,
no last name, Carmen. That's it.
Yeah.
so androgynous too.
Yeah.
It's like Robin.
I
you
feel
know?
like so many shitty things wouldn't have happened if someone just sacked up and said stuff like that. Hey, this shit sucks, dude. Next. Like, what are you doing? Please don't make this video.
Wasn't there another Christian dude named Dino, Dino or something? And
I think so.
Isn't that Dino?
Like, was he
Maybe
was he a
Dino.
rapper? Was he a Christian rapper?
I don't know.
Or
I just remember seeing
dinosaurs.
it. Every time I go to Mardell's and
Bicycles.
you see all the shit, and it's the same. You see your Carmen Contender, Dino. You got your Gospel Gangsters, your T-Bone, your MXPX, your Slick Shoes.
Right.
And I remember seeing the Dino, and I'm like, what is that? Like, who are you? What is this?
Dude, I don't know. I got into Christian rock though before I got into like mainstream music for the most part. And I remember being at that perfect age, and I know you can relate to this, that perfect age of when you'd go to Mardell or the Christian section, you'd have to flip through a lot of 80s metal.
Oh yeah.
Like it was cool. Like it was interesting, and like learned about a lot of like death metal bands, Christian death metal
Oh,
bands,
yeah.
and like heavy metal bands.
That was actually a way for me to listen to some of the heavier stuff that I wanted
Totally.
to hear because my mom had, as soon as we moved to Oklahoma City, whenever I was in fourth grade, had decided to start going to church. And she's like, well, you guys are going too, and you can't listen to any of that secular music or whatever. So it was just like a way to get some of the heavy out.
Totally.
I could kind of care less about the lyrics, you know, but it was just like, I
It
need to hear
sounded
something
cool.
metal.
It wasn't make funnable. Like
No,
like,
some of it's actually very legit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like imagine like, you know, a young Jake showing up to elementary school, first day of 6th grade. All right.
Yeah, mullet.
You got a
parachute pants. Sure.
Fat Boys, the fresh Fat Boys Tour T-shirt on.
And you go up and you got your lemon yellow Walkman, your Sony Sports tape Walkman. right? And you got those headphones that were really shitty.
With the foam?
Yeah, with the phone.
No, the shittier ones. The earbuds that had a strap on top.
There's just plastic.
Sports. Yeah.
Oh, those are
this.
terrible.
Yeah. And you go up, put your book in your locker, your civics book, slam the locker closed, you turn around, and you're rocking some Carmen. Like... And you're liking it.
I use the term rockin' loosely.
Rapping, sorry. It would be so hard to defend, but it was where some of like the heavy metal bands, like at least it kind of grooved. It had like a riff to it, you know. It had like it's a little dark,
Little ballsier.
a little bit.
I think
Grit.
their death metal they called life metal too.
Oh boy.
Which I think is pretty lame. But
Do you remember HM magazine? there was a Christian metal magazine called HM Heaven's Metal.
Mm-hmm.
And you could flip through that and they would interview bands or whatever. And then they always had a section in it called So-and-so Says, S-E-Z, and it's where they interview secular artists and ask them why they don't believe in God. You remember that?
No, I don't remember that, but that's intense.
I only bought one because Mike Dirnt from Green Day was in it. And he was super nice and was like, basically, well, I don't know why you believe in God. It was like this whole weird thing. And I was like, I love this. It was before I knew who Green Day was. Like, I love this band.
Was that your introduction to Green Day?
Kind of. I mean, I heard like, you know, the hits and shit, like some of the things. But yeah, like that's kind of what my first thing I ever saw a picture of them in was this Christian magazine. It was right before Dookie and all that shit.
That's going to be the name of my 7th album.
What?
Hits and Shit.
Hits
it's going
and
to be
Shit.
a greatest hits.
right before
Nice.
Dookie and all that shit.
You know, and they did that list of like, if you like this band, you'll like this band.
Oh yeah, and you'd be like, oh, then I'm gonna get this
Yeah.
because I have this
Yeah.
90-pound wuss CD, so I want to get this CD.
But they never matched up. It's like if you like,
well, consider who's writing it.
yeah, if you like the Vandals, you'll love Plank Guy. No, I won't.
No, no. The Vandals say like dick and fart. That's funny, you know.
See, it's so funny
Dick and fart is funny.
to hear you guys talk about stuff like that because I'm so far removed from it, you know? Like,
You didn't grow up with God. That's your problem.
well, I did. It's just I didn't want to be there at all. And like, I don't know, the only Christian music that I ever heard was like gospel stuff because I didn't go to church with my parents. Like, my grandparents were younger. I went with my friend Ashton's grandparents, and they were quite a bit older than my grandparents, and they were a little more like openly religious.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I guess my parents were religious. I didn't think they were, but yeah, the only Christian music that we ever heard was like super terrible,
like Gaither
gospel
family
shit.
band shit.
Sandy Patty, Michael W. Smith.
It was recordings of people singing fucking hymns and shit.
Onto tape.
Yeah.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
I remember that shit.
Soundtracks.
Hanging out with my friend Ashton I heard that. And then Cowboys from Hell about 1 million fucking times. And like,
Well, this is clearly cooler than that.
Would I rather?
I don't know. I fucking hate Pantera. Hated. You know what? No, I don't like them. But like, it's because of him. He's just like, dude, Pantera is so good. I'm like, cool, let's listen to it. And then we listened to every album. And then I've seen literally every documentary about Pantera, like too many times, to the point where I'm just like, so glad he's gone. So there's no more Pantera.
You don't like the bag?
Dimebag?
Yeah.
Gunk. No, dude. You're named after Shitty Weed.
Yeah, it's a terrible. I think he's cool in his own regard.
Definitely.
But that's the worst name.
Dimebag Darrell made solid state amps cool for a lot of people.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is like after watching all these documentaries, he seems like a fun dude to be around for like a day. But like
I used to want to shoot him with a revolver at his own show.
for sure.
That sucks.
for sure.
I know, right?
What if they pulled a Kiss though and like replaced him with like Key Bump Carl or something like that? You know,
But he still has like
the parted dyed
but
goatee.
it's blue on it. He just pulls
Must
it
have
every
goatee.
show.
Yeah.
God.
He plays a flying V instead of that like Confederate flag guitar or whatever.
Did you see what they looked like at the very beginning, like before they were
Yeah,
signed?
they were a
where
hair band.
Dude, they looked so cool.
Yeah,
Like,
I've never heard it. I've
was like-
seen photos,
it's
but
like
I've never
just
heard it.
speed metal, but they're dressed up like
David Lee Roth,
like glam rockers.
Yeah.
Like
All those
Dimebag
dudes were.
before he got fat was like this really skinny dude. You know, always wore these like
Before he started smoking all that dirt weed.
right? Yellow and like black tights, and he was just like just like on a flying V before he got signed.
Well, fun fact: before he was Dimebag Darrell on the early albums, he was known as Diamond Darrell.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
Diamond.
That's
Daryl.
way cooler than me. I don't know.
From diamonds to dime bags.
Yeah.
Fucking rags to riches in reverse.
Yeah.
From
Take
diamonds
himself
to
down a
dime bags
peg
to
or two.
dirt.
Take something.
Wait, but hold on. What was his last name? Abbott? Abnett? Abbott?
I thought his first name was Dimebag, last name Daryl. Like
Keep
old
on the
dirty
call.
bastard. Legal name change.
Oh, man. Okay, we got to take a break real quick. We will be right back.
BoysPodcast.com is a hub of all things boys. There you'll find links to our Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, SoundCloud, and YouTube.
Boys is available on iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, YouTube. We've already said this. Rate, review, and please subscribe. Most importantly, tell a friend. If you like it, if you made it this far into the episode.
Tell an enemy.
Just scream it from the top of the mountain.
Like Jesus told you to do. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere.
Email us at boys@boyspodcast.com. Send us some feedback and we'll get you some stickers.
Slap that physical address in the bottom of the email.
That's right. Do that.
You got it. You got it.
Because if you don't, then we gotta know where to send it.
We just
gotta
send
know
them
where to send
somewhere.
Well, just send it to a random person.
Speaking of that, I was doing a little spring cleaning late in the summer. I found a stash of our nice boy stickers that we thought we've gotten rid of. We got more stickers, large ones.
We're bringing them back from the vault just for
Back
you.
from the vault, like Disney. Thanks to Fat Bison. FatBison.com, maker of good wood. Great dude. Tell him Boy sent you. He'll give you a little
something off the top.
skim some off the top.
And I ain't talking sawdust.
He'll make you a good sign, table, some of that. If you like vintage goods and vintage clothes, go to championvintageokc.bigcartel.com. Just launched yesterday. Real excited about it. Check that out.
Lastly, thank you for the listens, the downloads, the telling of friends, the telling of enemies, the telling of a stranger on a gentle Sunday morning. Thank you. Really means a lot to us. Appreciate the donations. Speaking of... Appreciate, brother. Appreciate you. I appreciate all of you. I appreciate you more. You went to boyspodcast.com, hit that golden donate button. Send a little moolah our way. Just a little something to keep the lights on.
Doesn't go in our pockets. This goes straight to lights.
100%.
Cables.
200% of what you donate goes into the show. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
That's true.
10% to the Lord, though.
Of course. He's always skimming something off the top.
That
Whoa.
guy. That guy.
All right. That guy with the thing. All right. We're going to get back to the show now. Thank you for listening.
Oh.
Episode 113 with Jake
113.
Stinson. We're back. We're about to be back.
About to be.
Welcome back, boys. Episode 1, 2, 3.
And I
Right?
come with the wicked.
I was going to say check, baby. 1, 2.
2 songs for this one.
Yeah,
we haven't
man.
had a
Good
song
one.
in a while.
It's not episode 123, is it?
113.
113.
Oh,
Damn
I thought
it.
you said 1, 2, 3.
I did. I did. It's 113. Motherfucker. I tried to go 10 more. I'm trying
I said
trying to skip
113
ahead.
too, like a dummy.
I'm
I had the
sorry.
tune in my head. I couldn't
I
deny
know,
the
me
tune.
too.
Yeah.
Can't deny the tunes. So something happened to me yesterday. My Wi-Fi at the home was kind of acting up a little weird. So I go to my little, you get on your phone, you go to your little settings and you check it out and you click on Wi-Fi and then it tells you, it shows your Wi-Fi and whatever Wi-Fi is in the area. Right. People can name their shit real cute, like blah, 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 mind your own business or whatever.
The Matrix.
But it's people that live near you, right?
Sick.
Mm-hmm.
There was a Wi-Fi name that says, "Your drumming sucks." So
God!
yeah, I look at that and I go, huh. Who could that be? Someone. It's a neighbor that doesn't have the just to come over and say, "Hey, you're drumming a little. You're loud."
Right.
Or the bands to practice here are loud.
No, hold on. Do you live in a community of drummers?
No. I believe I am the only one. But here's the thing. I live in a family neighborhood. There are no young people in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
Diane and I are the youngest people on our street. So some passive-aggressive dad is like, this guy's fucking drumming at 6 o'clock at night every other day. So like your drumming sucks. I'm gonna change. You know what? I'm so mad. I'm gonna change my fucking Wi-Fi.
Now hold on, that was gonna be my next question. Are you gonna do it? And if so, what would you change it to? Because that's fucked up. First of all, you know you're a good drummer.
Yeah.
Your drumming sucks, dude. That's insane.
Yeah.
And it's insane that you found it.
No.
You know what's funny is it implies that he thinks that you're mooching off of him. Off of the Wi-Fi too. I feel like, because why would he change it to that unless he was like,
why else would you see that?
I bet this drummer
Can't afford Wi-Fi.
Can't afford Wi-Fi. I bet he's gonna try and get on mine. And he's gonna see your drumming sucks. Your drumming suck.
No, it's like it's so passive aggressive. Like
That is hilarious.
I hate passive aggressive activity.
Yeah.
Like I think just be a fucking man or woman about it and just say something.
What? So what?
That's the most passive
That's
aggressive.
super passive. No,
It's like secretive passive aggressive.
Yeah, I never look at that. I never see what Wi-Fi is around me. I don't need to. I have my own goddamn Wi-Fi.
Right.
So is that him just like he's holding it in his he's always doing it to himself.
Yeah.
Like, fucking asshole, I'm gonna change my thing. He'll probably never see it, but I know.
Dude, you should change your Wi-Fi password to "I'm the drummer. Fuck you." Like,
Yeah.
you guys don't ever speak. You
Yeah.
just talk shit via Wi-Fi names. So dope. So 2000. So fucking cyberpunk. Dude.
No, I found that hilarious.
What you should do is get shittier at drumming on purpose. Sabotage your hobby and career.
If we were not podcasting tonight, I was gonna go straight home and open the door to the jam room and just purposely just play like. Or like just play a 4/4 beat, but then purposely start fucking it up.
Yeah. Oh, now that's even more passive aggressive, but funny. So good.
I got a looper if you want to record your drums and then just like keep it on a shitty loop, and then you go
to work.
You go to work.
Yeah, and just put the speaker in the window and be like, "See ya."
Yeah, dude.
It's all
so
day.
funny. And then you come home and the cops are there. But still, it'd be fun.
Dude,
You should do it.
record a loop that's like do da do do da do do da do do da do do da do
just a shitty drum fill. It's like, dude, God,
ever so slightly off.
Yeah.
Just ever so slightly. That's insane.
yeah.
I've seen some clever Wi-Fi network names, but never the passive aggressive. Actually, maybe I have. Maybe I'll think of it. But anyway, so Jake, I see that you have some notes, man. You brought pizza and you brought notes. Is it a love note for me?
It is.
Okay.
It says, "I love you guys."
Well, what's on that bad boy? What you got on there? I'm just curious.
Actually, we've kind of gone through most of what's on here. Really, just I guess the only thing lacking was how big of a dork I was whenever I was a kid, and I'm still a huge dork.
Well, hold on. You did address that somewhat.
Yeah,
with the hammer pants, the mullet.
Oh, Fat
Boys
which
t-shirt.
actually that's
He's
all
like, I
truth
thought it was
because
cool.
of the mullet and parachute pants for sure.
No, but here's the thing, though. That was the style at the time. But you were mixing two things. I don't think most people who wore parachute pants had a mullet and vice versa.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. No, I like to cross genres.
Yeah.
I don't know, like 80s muscle man.
Like the power team, speaking of Christian stuff?
Yes. Now, hold on.
Actually, yeah, power team involved as well.
Hold on. Maybe is that where it came from?
No.
Okay.
So I think my love for the mullet probably came more from like the Lost Boys and Kiefer Sutherland.
So like a vampire
Nice.
mullet, like a cool mullet.
A mullet.
Well, you know, as cool as that could be.
Well, there's a difference in that kind of mullet and then like a Billy Ray Cyrus mullet. It's a weird Venn diagram mullet.
Did you straighten the back of your hair or no?
Oh, my hair was just naturally straight. It was just naturally
And a little
straight.
spiky on
Because like
top.
if you have curly on the top, straight on the bottom mullet,
But the poodle?
die. Just die.
The shroom?
Yeah, dude. I had a
coming
mullet.
back.
I had a mullet when I was really little. Like when I was growing my hair out.
Never had a mullet.
Never had it, never wanted it. I
Never-
always wanted a rat tail, though.
Never had one, though.
Never had-
Never had a rat tail.
No.
Did you?
No.
No. Rat tail or just mullet?
No, just mullet. I rocked the mullet pretty hardcore.
No, I had a mullet. But see, when I was younger,
I had a mullet.
When I was younger, I was like, I want to grow my hair out. My parents were like, okay. So they gave me a fucking mullet. They were like, there you go. Like, no, all of it. I want all of it long, not just
training wheels.
Yeah.
You know,
This a piece is us.
I need mud flaps back here.
Exactly. Yeah.
hold on.
You'll still look good in school pictures at the right angle, but then you still get to have the long hair.
No, you wear a hat and it's all great.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks you have long
He's
hair.
like Wayne. Back in the old mullet days, those old mullet making fun of days, you know, did they ever call it training wheels?
I don't think so.
Because that's dope. I just invented a new word for the
Coined it.
mullet.
Training
Yeah,
wheels.
after all these years.
Yeah.
My God, dude, I was a dork too.
Yeah.
I mean, I know we were dorks.
Oh, yeah.
Like, we were dorks, man. I wasn't sheltered, but I wasn't really well traveled either. You know, just enough
absolutely.
to be a geek.
I think everyone was a bit of a dork, but everyone has a different level of thinking they're cool. Like in your mind, somehow what you're doing is cool, or else you wouldn't be wearing what you're wearing. Like I wore a lot of cross color stuff, like those short sleeve hooded t-shirts.
Urban dork.
Urban dork with like a side spike or like a bowl cut or the penis cut.
What's a side spike? What is that?
Oh, the side spike is it's kind of like the haircut that I do, like the swoop, but then your part on like his side right here would be spiked up. Literally a side
Literally
spike.
just like a spike right
on the
here.
part line would be spiked up.
That's essentially the kind of mullet I kind of had.
The side spike
the
mullet.
Side spike mullet.
Yeah, that's a great
you were fucking
crossover.
cool.
Dangerous.
Did you ride bikes? Were you a BMXer?
No, not a BMXer. I did ride bikes a lot, but I did not try any tricks.
With that haircut and those pants, man, you could have been bitching on the fucking bike scene.
You might have been
Bitching
a
on
hot
the bike
dork.
scene.
You might have been a hot dork, and nothing I like better.
Then a hot dork. Did you want like one ear pierced too, or did you have one ear pierced?
No,
Not
I
that-
never
not
did
that.
any of that.
Was that against the rules? Because it was in my house.
Actually, it was.
Yeah.
It was.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, piercing. And
I did get a piercing for like a week, and my mom noticed and was like, "Take that out of your ear. No man in this house will have a earring."
I didn't get my ears pierced till I was probably 15, maybe 16. Didn't have a car quite yet. 16. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I got 2 in the left and 1 in the right because I'm not gay.
Yeah.
But I remember coming home, just ears a throbbing,
Yeah.
just a purple marker
Warm,
still
yeah.
on there. Just warm and red,
Yeah.
very red. And I had a beanie on. I thought I was going to be cool and hide that shit.
Yeah.
It took all of 1 second for my dad to see it. Like, what's that? What's that? The scariest words I've ever heard my dad say. What's that in your ear? Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Because it's like I got busted hiding it.
Here's the thing though, like if you get like a tattoo, like I got a tattoo when I was 18 and it was on my leg, and I was still living with my parents, and they were like anti-tattoo, whatever. But you can cover that shit up. You just wear pants.
Right.
You never wear shorts.
Can't go swimming.
You take a shower and you run to your
Right.
bedroom quick. Can't go swimming. But piercing your ears, like you can't hide that. You
No.
can't take. They're there.
Earmuffs.
They're gonna see it.
Earmuffs, headphones. I'll just wear
cold-
these all the time.
It's cold in here, Dad. I'm wearing the earmuffs.
My parents
What a
were
bullshit line.
my parents weren't upset when I pierced my ears. They were there when we pierced them at my house. Like my sister's
Safety
mom
pin and lighter?
had a gun. No, she had a gun, so she just like bap bap. And but what I did hide from them
Part-time
for
piercer.
a little bit was the fact that I was gauging them, because they were like, "So you just want to pierce your ears?" I'm like, "Yeah, just want to pierce them. No biggie." And then like a couple weeks later, they're
Psych.
like, why does your earring look bigger than it did last week? I'm like, I don't know. That's weird. And then just run to my room. But at the time, my hair was really long. And so like, they didn't see it all the time. And then like, once it got like big, they were like, wow, fuck you. We didn't want you to do that. I'm like, it's my body, Mom.
Is that
Now,
okay? The gauging the ears.
Yeah.
Is that a thing? I know it's been around many, many, many times over the span
Since,
of the
like, the
world, of
90s,
course. Yeah.
yeah.
Or no.
I mean, like, yeah, there's like tribes
like
that do
the
it. Yeah.
0090s. Like it's gone really far back, right? Like it's gone super far back. But modern, like white people ear gauging. Okay, let's just be honest. Did that start in our generation, or were they doing that shit in the 70s?
No, I think that shit started in the 90s.
Yeah, it's even more 90s,
Mid to late 90s.
Like the belly button ring.
Oh, yeah, the belly button ring came out.
Maybe
in the
late
90s.
80s, early 90s.
The nose ring. all that piercings became popular in the 90s.
Is there such thing as a 70s nose ring?
There's got to be someone.
I'm trying to picture a 70s nose ring, and
no,
I'm coming up
can't
short.
think of
You know what?
anybody.
It's maybe that Mandela effect thing, but I always pictured Jimi Hendrix having a nose ring.
I thought
But
he
maybe
did
I'm thinking like,
too.
No, that's Lenny Kravitz. He just had.
I'm just racist.
That's it. No, I'm saying that's the whole effect thing. He had the cool headband with the acid in it.
Oh yeah,
All the time, dude. Did you hear he took acid in his head all the time?
No, he had like sheet in his headband. Always fucked up.
Soaked in his pores.
Dude, just straight in. He actually pierced his ears, gauged it, and stuffed it with acid.
Sick, dude.
Gauging the ears, though. I did you ever do that?
No, never did.
Ever got them pierced?
I'd had my ears pierced,
Okay.
but one ear pierced.
Yes.
But here's
The left or the right? Hold on. Hold on.
I ain't gay, man.
Hold on.
If that's what you need to know.
Okay, but that's the thing you heard in the 90s or late 80s, because dudes would get their ear pierced in the 80s, but one, it's across. But which ear was it?
Left is right. Right is wrong.
Right is wrong.
Okay.
My dad didn't quite say it that way. There was some other expletives in there.
Oh, no way.
That's just
Good guy.
That's so weird. Like, what does it fucking matter?
Yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't at all.
What if you accidentally pierce your right ear? You're not sucking dicks now. Like what? Like that's
You're just not cool. You can't sit at my table.
it's a gateway to sucking dicks.
Yeah.
apparently.
Well, okay, so there's
So
also
you
the
hang the
thing.
balls.
There's the other thing of like wearing bandanas in your pocket. Like I did that shit in like high school and early 2000s. You put like
Yeah.
a bandana in your back pocket. But did you know that different colored bandanas mean different thing in the gay community?
Yeah, that's. Yeah,
I was
also
not
means
aware of that
different
until I was
gangs.
told
No,
by
no.
a gay man that I did not know.
yeah. Just to clarify, I didn't know that till much later.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I've heard that, which makes more sense than the earring thing.
Yeah.
Like you're waving a little flag.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, I'm open or I'm closed for business. You know, like I'm here to
I'm into
party
this.
or
Isn't
I'm
that-
here.
That's a gang thing though too. I mean,
That's where I think it
classic
comes
mix
from.
them up though,
Yeah.
right? It's like, no, I'm gay. I'm not a crip. Like it's like, I mean, signals are crossed, man.
Yeah.
Like it's
No,
weird.
man, I'm a gay crip.
A GAYNG, a gang.
Yes.
I'm in a gang.
Dude, if you could make a
Southside.
like a rainbow gang sign with your hands.
Oh my god.
Oh man, gang
It's gotta be
signs.
possible.
Gang signs were so cool. That's the thing too. That's how I know I was a fucking dork. I got into like Snoop Dogg and like Dr. Dre and like white people rap. I mean, they were great rappers, but that was like white people rap, right?
Well, not at first, but I think white people latched on to it.
Latched onto
Yeah,
it.
for
So
sure.
it's like, yeah, and I like try to learn gang signs and stuff. And again, like wearing like baggy pants and
Urban dork.
urban dork.
Let me ask you something.
Mm-hmm.
I'll ask everybody. Have you ever in your life like flashed a gang sign? Ever? For any reason?
In public?
Yeah.
Like at someone?
Yeah, just like, what up?
No.
No, I'd get shot.
What up, cuz?
No, but I did it. Me and my friend, hey, me and my friend do that shit all the time, like around the house or like in the neighborhood, like stop, west
No,
side.
I mean like riding around
even
on
though
your
we're fucking east side, we're chalked up.
I mean like riding around on your mongoose or your GT, your dyno in the neighborhood. You got your mullet waving in the breeze, you got your Snoop Dogg doggy style tape on. And like you're just like feeling it, and you just are like, "What set you from?" Like you ever done that?
What set you from?
I got asked what set I was claiming actually in a Nirvana shirt. So I don't know.
What?
Yeah, literally.
Really?
Yeah.
Where was this?
This is on like 10th Street.
Wow.
Actually,
What set you claiming?
Tupperware. That's
And
what
I was like,
I'm
really?
such a nerd. I would have just been like, I don't know.
Here's the thing: if you would have asked me at 12 what set I'm claiming, I'm like, I don't know what you mean.
Oh, I just got the
You got
new,
them blue chucks on. I don't know.
Yeah.
They match my shirt.
Yeah, I like blue. Killed over a color.
I just like blue, man.
Now, if you're like decked out,
Now, if you're like all blue head to toe, like
yeah,
you're repping.
you're repping. But you're not repping in a Nirvana shirt.
no.
No one ever in the
Dude.
history of man.
When I was younger, I got really, really into the White Stripes, and Jack White had these pants that was one leg was red, one leg was black, and I really wanted to get a pair. And my grandma was like, "You're not getting red pants," and I was just like, "Why?" She was like, "Because you're not in a gang." I was like, "Of course I'm not." I like the white stripes.
Dude, that is such a grandma. That's an older person of a certain generation. I remember in the 90s that was a big thing. Like, don't wear red, don't wear blue, don't wear starter jackets because they'll think you're in a gang. Maybe I just like the fucking Charlotte Hornets, you know? I'm not claiming a set.
No.
Right. I like basketball.
These are my brother's hand-me-down 91 Jordans.
Yeah.
Just because they're red, that's how they came.
Well, I'll take
There's two colorways, white and red.
or maybe just one.
Yeah.
At Sears or what was
The budget, you got them on sale Jordans.
what was the store that became Stage?
Oh, Anthony's.
Anthony's, yeah. That's what was there next to the brown Doc Martens at Anthony's. It was like, okay, blue Jordans or Doc Martens. Which one do I want for
Brown
Christmas?
Docs. Brown low top Docs.
With the pad around the top.
I feel like that's I feel like that's you getting to choose what kind of person you're gonna be.
Oh, yeah.
It's like,
What?
Are you Docs? Are you getting Jordans?
What's on sale at Anthony's? Who am I going to be this year at school?
Yeah.
That's like the summer, like when you're shopping for school. Well, who am I going to be?
Well, if your mom's buying you a pair of Docs, you're wearing those for years. Because she's like, those shoes aren't bad. No. Those are Docs.
I got into... My mom bought me a pair of Simples because they were on sale. I didn't know what they were. They're skate shoes. So then I got into I tried to match it with that and like the skate culture of like baggy jeans and like, oh, okay, cool. I guess I'll buy this Hookups t-shirt because that's a skate company. And then inadvertently got into skateboarding and punk rock kind of at the same, based off of getting a sale pair of Simples.
Yeah. It's like, from the makers of last year, he likes ska. Coming this fall, Josh is a skater.
I'm a skater.
Yeah.
Skater
Rob is a goth.
Yeah, dude, you transition in and out of like a personality. It's like that's what you do when you're like 16, 17. You kind of like you figure it out, and they're all in the same kind of a melting pot of like, well, this is alternative.
Yeah.
That's kind of the big melting pot. So like you got your skaters, you got your punk rockers, you got your goth kids, you got your trashers, all that shit. And you can kind of weave in and out of any of those.
Yeah.
Coming this fall, Robbie met Hot Topic. Like, Robbie went to Crossroads for the first time.
Oh
Dude, I feel like I got a pair of Converse, plaid pants, and Dookie like all in 2 weeks. Like, like I bought a pair of Converse and I was like, oh, these are super cool. And I found some plaid pants at Hot Topic and I was just like, oh, I'm getting these.
No, when you open up like a CD, it's like Green Day Dookie, you open up that and you see what they're wearing, like, I could buy that at a thrift store.
Yeah.
I'm going to get that.
Yeah, I'm totally getting that.
Yeah, I'm just going to buy a work shirt, throw on a tie.
Yeah.
I'm good to go. I look cool.
Yeah.
Have you ever made the flip in your life? I feel like I've always I've liked different things, but I've always kind of stayed in the middle. Like I never showed up with like, pancake white makeup on and like black lips. Like I'm fucking goth now. Deal with it, Mom. How you like this, Dad?
Yeah.
I've never done that.
I've never really considered myself fashionable, so yeah, none of that. I never went like extreme with any of it. I was kind of in the middle
You
too.
said you had hammer pants.
Yeah.
And a bitch and side spike mark.
That is a statement that you made when you bought those. No one just buys those, and I'm just gonna put these.
I don't know
on.
what statement I was making in 4th grade about that. Though.
I don't know.
Part of me died.
I
when
like
I
gym
outgrew
class.
those hammer pants.
No, I never.
You like dodgeball, man?
Like I said, I've always kind of like teetered in and out of like the same kind of style. But there was a time in high school I had a girlfriend who was goth, I guess, and she dressed me goth a couple of times, like tight leather pants, and I remember distinctly, this thought popped in my head the other day at a stoplight. I'm like, hey, remember that time you wore a fishnet shirt out in public?
Hold on. Like nipples out?
Yeah. A long sleeve fishnet shirt, like pleather pants, like pleather creepers. My hair was dyed black, spiked out, black nail polish, eyeliner, and like just to go out. I'm like, wow, this is not me. I go. I'm like, I am not comfortable in this at all.
This feels like Halloween.
Yeah,
like you walk in and your parents see you and they don't even say anything because they know you're going to change.
You're
They're
like,
like, yeah, no, he doesn't like that at all.
No,
It's a lot of work
It's a lot of
to
leather.
not be committal.
a lot of fake plastic leather.
You did try though.
I try. I'll try anything once.
You did.
know?
You definitely didn't dip a toe in. You wore this half shirt.
For my girl at the time.
Yeah.
I thought, you know what? Let's do it.
Yeah.
It's a powerful thing.
Yeah.
You know?
And I was like, hey,
It'll change a man.
Not for me.
A boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've never really made the flip. I've dressed a little bit of a certain way sometimes, and that, but I'm kind of the same way. Like, I'm not super fashionable. I'm just like, a t-shirt's cool.
Yeah, it was like whatever's kind of comfortable. A lot of flannel for sure.
Right. I went through that grunge phase where I wore a lot of flannel, and bought a black t-shirt. I guess I was goth then,
Did you have a favorite flannel shirt?
Yeah, actually, I had this purple one that I really liked.
I had a
Enjoyed
blue
that
one that I really liked. I feel like everyone had, like, when you start wearing flannel, you have a favorite one.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
you're
not
like, I broke this one in.
Yeah.
It's perfect
Like
now.
this, it's so good.
but
It
it's also the color. You kind of like almost like a claim in a set. Like you get your flannels in that color, your shirts in that color. Like for me, like when I started wearing just like black and not like a goth way, it's like this is just it's easy.
Yeah.
It's easier.
cool shirts are black.
Yeah, that's it. It's gonna wear black, maybe a brown.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I just totally. I mean, I was a slave to fashion for a very long time. I made a lot of mistakes.
Yeah.
There's a lot of photos out there of me that are like, good God, I wore eyeliner just a little too long. I held on to that one just a little too long.
That's all right.
But no, like I'm now just a jeans and t-shirt guy. I want to get back into like wearing button ups.
Yeah.
But like Carmen?
Yeah, like suits. But like a buddy of mine just gifted me a bunch of like pearl snaps. Like, man, I haven't worn pearl snaps in a while. And I started getting like,
dude, pearl snaps rule.
I think I'm just a jeans and t-shirt guy.
No, dude.
Yeah, me too.
You gotta wear one of those pearl snaps. Get a nice, just fucking black and straight up pearl snaps. Just wear that around town, dude.
Yeah, I had a good one. I gave it away. But
man.
Anytime I wear a collared shirt, I don't know what it is, and I fight it. It's like, put a tie on that. I don't know why the fuck I have to wear a tie anytime I wear a collared
fucking
shirt.
punk rock in you, dude. You
I know,
have
it's
to
like-
put it on.
So you got to put that tie on there. See,
How
I
do you
don't
do it?
know
You
why.
look fine though. I mean, it looks cool.
Yeah, you can pull it off
Yeah,
if
you can
anybody wants to.
totally pull it off.
I always wanted a flannel or like the pearl snap, but I never had the perfect one.
Yeah.
Every time I put one on or tried one on, it was either way too small, like just buttons popping up front. You know, like I am not sitting in this.
Yeah.
You know, like
Okay, don't touch me.
Just like trying to be cool, like leaning against the wall,
Yeah.
like the
Yeah.
Marlboro Man or something.
Like hoping they don't see it spreading out.
Yeah.
Like,
Or it looked like, okay, imagine if a 3-year-old drew a picture of a shirt and then cut it out
One or
and
the other.
place it on me.
like
Yeah.
a paper doll.
Like a box. Yeah, wearing a box. Like the creases would still be in it for some reason, like many washes
There's
later.
some people like they just like can totally fucking pull off pearl snaps. Like they look great. Like, man, like you see someone wearing something like, I want to start. They look cool in that. I want to start wearing that. And then you put it on, and it looks like the dumbest fucking thing in the world. Like this can't be the same. This is the same shirt. There's
Yeah.
no fucking way.
No fucking way. Where'd you get yours? God damn it, that's where I got
It's the
mine.
exact same shirt. How do you look cool in it? I look like a dweeb.
All right, let me ask you. Have you ever wished you could be a certain look? Like, you know, like somebody might really think like a goth is like, man, like if only I could pull that off, you know, I would dress that way. Or if I had the time or wanted to devote the time or the money or whatever.
If I could pull off suits really well, I'd kind of like to wear suits. Yeah.
I love
Those
suits.
always look clean, but yeah, just it's
Classic
hard to
choice.
find ones that fit right for me.
Same
Yeah.
thing. Like
Most dudes, let's be honest. We're just
Yeah.
guys talking about our bodies.
I love wearing suits, and I've always said if I could wear a suit every day, I would. But they're expensive, maintaining them, and you think you look good in it, and you might, but anytime you put a suit on, you look in the mirror, it always, to me, no matter how slim fitting the suit is, I feel like I look like fucking what's his name, Family Feud.
Steve Harvey.
I feel like I look like Steve Harvey. No matter how slim the suit is, I'm like, man, fucking look like kings of comedy over here.
What's up, player?
Have you ever gotten one tailored?
Yeah, I mean, I've had tailor suits. H&M sells like slim fitting, like they fit nice, like straight out of the box. But yeah, I wish I could pull that shit off. There's one that I've always wanted to pull off like a rockabilly. Like it looks cool. It's stupid. We talk shit on rockabilly. It's dumb. It is dumb. But man, a pair of if I can wear a pair of 501s cuffed and it looked cool,
And it looked good, yeah.
but it never does.
Yeah.
It never
most
does.
people. A slim few out there.
A pompadour
Literally, a slim few guys out there
can rock. A
can
fucking,
rock the 501s. What about you?
I'm gonna sound shitty. I like the way I look. So like, I don't know. No, I mean like, I feel like if I look back on like the way that I dressed, the only time that I was ever like, oh, you look fucking dumb was middle school. Like I looked like a dweeb. I looked terrible. But then like, and when I became a freshman in high school, I really started caring about like the way I looked and like not like fashion, but just like, I don't know, I liked.
You like
know.
girls, and you wanted girls to look at you and give you attention. So you have to kind of at least do some upkeep of some things.
I had like like outfits and shit that I always picked out. Like I knew what looked good with what I had and blah blah blah. So like, I don't know. I've kind of like always sort of liked. I like the way it looks. So I don't know.
Yeah, I
don't know if
definitely
I've
enjoy
ever-
just being comfortable overall. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good.
It's cool.
Man, it's your life. Live it the way you want.
Yeah,
you know?
definitely.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I've gotten that today, actually. 3 different times. People are like, man, it's hot. Why do you always wear jeans? Why do you wear black all the time? 3 different people today said that to me 3 different times. I'm like, it's just comfortable, man. I can't. I wish I could be comfortable in shorts. I just cannot be comfortable in shorts.
Yeah.
It's the weirdest thing, but
Yeah.
I just can't.
It's just you fucking like wearing pants. You look good in pants. Whatever,
I like
dude.
Pants. I like them.
Yeah.
And jeans. I tried to do I'm gonna wear like dress pants, like the Mark McGrath, Sugar Ray, Johnny Knoxville. Like get a nice fitting pair of pants.
Yeah,
and cut them kind of a little short.
Yeah, I was gonna say a little high water, like
Little
nice
high
and
water.
slim, a nice taper.
But again, they never look like that.
Yeah.
no,
I don't know where I know where Johnny Knoxville and Mark McGrath are getting their pants, but
no, you end up looking like Kevin Smith in that picture. Where he's wearing the humongous hoodie and the what I like to call like pipes. Like,
Yeah.
those shorts are pipes,
yeah,
bro.
they're to your ankle.
It looks
Are they really
photoshopped.
shorts? I mean, at that point, like
Dude,
it's like LP pants
We
or
used to
something.
call
It's like-
them. We just called them fat kid shorts. I
Yeah.
mean, let's be honest
Sure,
here.
yeah.
Like
Yeah, when they
No,
touch your
I went
ankle.
through that phase for a while. Sure.
just the long jean, the long short.
It's pretty much you pulled a pair of Jinkos up. That's all it is.
The long short. I like that. It's got a ring to it.
It does.
It's like if you got, like capris as a boy, just like if you took your mom's capris and put them on and they touch your fucking ankles, dude, just wear your pants.
Just wear pants.
What you doing?
I don't think I've ever worn an outfit. Like ever in my life.
An outfit?
Yeah, I've never really worn an outfit.
What do you mean? Like you never planned an outfit?
Like a fully thought out, like an outfit. I mean, maybe once or twice.
Oh, dude,
You
come
don't-
on.
May.
Wait, you're telling me
That's not true.
you didn't wear you didn't plan out your Meigs Rescoon look in high school.
A bit of an outfit.
You've been
Just a little bit.
You planned that perfectly.
A little bit of an outfit.
I know where you get your pants, and I know how often you buy pants. You picked out the pairs that you have, and you've had those same pair of pants, and you wear stuff with those all the time. You at least have half an outfit. You're like, these pants look good with all of my shirts.
Dude,
from the buckle down.
Yeah, just because you have
set.
a million cool shirts doesn't mean you don't have one outfit. Like you're like, these pants look good with all my dope ass shirts.
No, yeah, it's like when you create an avatar online on like remember you use it on websites like make your South Park
or like
character,
Xbox
whatever.
360
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something. Yeah.
You leave the bottom half as is. That's
Yeah.
saved, and you just keep whoosh,
Yep. You just change
scrolling
that
through.
shirt.
Change that shirt up,
Yeah.
man.
That's Robbie.
With me, it always came down more to the accessories, though. I've never been really an accessorizer.
Yeah.
No, me neither.
Like,
Yeah.
Jewelry or anything like
yeah,
that.
like rings. I do wear a cheap watch, but I don't know. It's a comfort thing. Like
I love a
almost,
good cheap watch.
I feel weird without a watch on. Like I feel naked without a watch, even though I don't even look at this thing. It's just like it's something I have to put on every day.
Right.
Keeps me balanced. I
used
guess.
to have a bunch of stuff. I used to
Yeah.
have a book.
I want to be a ring guy. Like if I could dress like anybody,
Dude.
it would be like the 70s bass player.
Yeah.
You know what?
Like long hair, golden hair, like a beard, pearl snap, belt
Pearl snap
buckle.
unbuttoned to like right in the middle
with
of the
like
chest.
an eagle pendant,
Yeah.
some rings. Maybe those rings weren't invented yet, but like
Modernize it. Get a
Oh,
nose
dude,
ring.
like a leather belt, like a cool buckle.
yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
Like bell
the,
bottoms.
sleeves rolled up just a bit, so you can get into that bass real good.
well, so
know?
you can really see the rings too. They
Yeah.
jump out at you.
Yeah, right.
That's what I would want.
And
Yeah.
like one of those like the what are they called?
cuff, like a cuff with some like
No,
turquoise
no, you
on
want
it?
your watch to be that thick cuffed watch.
Yeah,
but I'm
yeah.
talking like what are those? What are they called? They're called something. The chain link like bracelets, like metal bracelet, but gold.
Oh yeah.
Oh, shit.
I was gonna say
the
tennis
ropes?
bracelet, but that's not it. I know. Yeah, it looks like a rope. Kind
Yeah,
of.
yeah.
yeah.
That shit.
You know what? That'd be me.
I want to. I want to wear rings too, like really bad. I know we had a big conversation about it on episode 50, but like, dude, I want one. And if you want one, how about this? You and I will just go get rings and then
Together?
we'll never. Yep, together.
I'm not gay.
Dude, only your right ear is pierced. We'll go get rings and then we'll never talk about it. It'll be cool. We're just like, all right, this is us now.
Dude, I know one person who can pull off rings. His name's Jeff Krebsbeck.
Yeah.
He rocks rings. He's a ring collector, and he does.
Does he wear? Like, does he collect them in real time? like, here's all my rings, and there's like 30.
It's all out of his hands. He got 3 on each, 1 for each knuckle.
Oh, dude, we should have him. We should have him as the next guest, and he can bring his ring collection.
Oh, hell yeah.
We could try on some rings.
yeah, dude.
All right, now this one I got when I was 15. It's got Jesus fish on it, but don't wear it backwards now.
This is the smiley face ring I got in the quarter machine.
This is the segmented full finger ring I got at Hot Topic when I was hanging out with Rob. Okay.
Dude.
This is my hem ring when I got into hem back in 2001.
Oh, man.
Oh, a him pinky ring.
Did you guys? Did you?
I did not.
No, never did. Never
Oh,
did.
I
Did
did.
you?
Him?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
I did for sure.
Bam Margera, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, not to hate them. I'm sure they're a very great band, but honestly, I don't even know anything about them other than the logo and the guy, the draconian vampiric singer. You know,
They're a real good typo negative cover band. They're really good.
All right. I'll never listen to them.
I did see
I'll
Typo
never listen
Negative
to
live,
him.
actually. Yeah.
That would have been dope. Good
Well, that's
show.
the real shit.
It's pretty
It's not
ridiculous.
like the
yeah.
natural light of goth rock, as you know, him is.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like
they had like
watered
fog
down.
machines, so all the ground was foggy, and then what looked like cemetery fences around them. And
But wait, but was
who
it
is this? Typo Negative.
was it like
Okay.
Party Galaxy? Like they put like that
Yeah,
paper
essentially
facade up on the wall.
essentially kind of looked like that.
Thanks for coming. We
Was there any
got
Jack
us at Party
Skellingtons?
Galaxy.
Was this
No,
pre-Jack
no.
Skellington?
Oh boy.
Some of the slowest drum work I've ever seen in my life.
I'm just imagining all the instruments being painted like flat black. Like everything was
Yeah.
just black.
Oh, everything was black.
And maybe some neon green splashed in there.
it's number one for
Neon
them.
green strings. Gross.
I remember seeing a picture of Peter Steele, and he was playing this bass slung real down low with like a chain.
Oh yeah, that's
You
what
know,
he had going on.
But then the back
good
of
for the
his
back.
bass, great. It's great. Prescribed. The back of the neck of his bass had like pieces of like neon green gaff tape, like almost to where he like, okay, that's position 1, position 2.
Oh, probably.
Like a beginner?
Whenever I saw them playing, he was playing along and he was just drinking out of a bottle of wine the whole time. But
So
at
goth.
one point, he was drinking and
So
playing,
goth.
and he was like slapping his bass with the wine bottle.
Whoa.
Yeah.
It's like,
man.
well, can't put that down for this song.
No, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember seeing pictures of him when I was a kid, like in Circus Magazine or Hit Parader, and I'd be like, even my young virgin ears would be like, dude, that dude fucks.
Yeah.
Like, that dude turns into a fucking werewolf and hurts whoever he's.
Well, he was in Playgirl, right?
Was he?
Yeah, I believe he was.
I gotta look that up.
Ding dong out.
What, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dick out.
Hey,
His Peter Steele was out.
Yeah.
oh man, I gotta look that up. That's
Peter
intense.
Steele Peter. Yeah.
Ah! You did it.
Oh man,
Bam.
yeah, that's our fashion segment, I think.
Hell yeah.
I don't know. Was there anything else we need to address tonight, guys? Anything else on your mind? We're sitting at well over an hour here, but I could keep going if you guys want to. I'm just
going.
pointing around like, come on, somebody save me.
right,
Somebody save me.
I got
I'm
one.
sorry. I'm looking at typo negative pictures.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
a little busy.
Fucking
just got the
goth shit.
Playboy.
So, childhood shit, fashion shit. Did you wear coveralls, like overalls? Was that a thing?
Me?
Oh, wait,
Yeah,
now
anybody.
specify
No.
like overalls.
Yeah, like denim overalls.
okay, with straps.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
did at one point in the late 80s.
Now, did you
yeah.
rock it 2 straps, or you were cool and pop one of those straps off?
I did combo.
Yeah.
Once again, I was crossing genres, so just
Yeah.
trying to.
I was
be
crossing
whatever.
colors in mine. I had
Well,
some
yeah.
cross colors ones.
Really?
Like straight up like Will
like
Smith
yellow?
looking. Like Nubian looking. Like really, like
You
really.
shouldn't be wearing them.
No, really black. And I was not at all. I never have been.
Like
Oddly
a
enough.
FUBU jersey with it too.
Dude, some Fila's.
Oh,
Purple and black Fila's. So let's just say I went through an urban dork phase
yeah.
myself.
I think a lot. I think a lot
I
of
was
us.
flashing gang signs left and right.
Yeah.
Had one of those Jabot shirts with the hoodie.
Oh,
Yeah.
or whatever.
many.
Yeah.
Okay, so hold on. Let's go back to this strap thing.
Yeah.
Is that going back to the code thing? Are we doing a double recall?
See, that's
here?
what I heard too. Which side you flip is gay or not? Why are we so obsessed?
We were
with
very obsessed
being
with that.
gay and not gay in the
Well,
90s?
because that's when, like, that's when they came out. Frankly, that's when, I mean, there were always big
Yeah,
gay
yeah.
people, you know, but that's when it started to be more accepted. I would say in the
Yeah.
90s, right?
It was like
80s, 90s,
It was satanic panic, and then it was like queer panic, like
or maybe just outed in the 90s, accepted in the aughts.
Yeah.
We started seeing a lot more in public on television shows and stuff, like with a gay character. Like, remember when Ellen DeGeneres came out, that was like a huge deal. Like, it's not. They're gay. Who gives a shit? But, you know, when you're a Christian, you're in that household, you're like, oh, you know, gays go to hell. No, they don't.
Or they have AIDS. Hey, they all have AIDS.
Yeah.
That's how fucked up we are as a society. When I was a kid, in my brain that was passed down from me from my parents and grandparents and uncles and aunts, like, gay meant AIDS. When I was like, that's what I was. That was 80s, what was taught
late
in the
80s, 90s. Absolutely, there was a lot of that.
Like, AIDS was for gay people. All gay people had AIDS. If you looked at a gay person, you're going to get AIDS.
Yeah.
Don't, you know, and that was fucking nuts to me.
Totally.
Well, and it was
insane.
crazy, like, going back and seeing some of the 80s movies where it was just so fucking crazy on how common it was to use the word fag or faggot in something where it was like...
Yeah, Bill and Ted.
Like, even in Monster Squad. Do you guys remember that movie, Monster Squad? They even used it in there. I'm like, why are they using it there? I don't even remember it being in there because I was so desensitized at the time. But rewatching it, I was like, holy shit, that's rough.
But even the way they would depict like gay characters, it was like over the top, flamboyant. Like there was no like beer drinking gay dude.
Just like a dude.
Hello,
I like Doc. And they were all like Meshack Taylor from Designing Women.
I was gonna say Mannequin.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Oh, I love, dude. He was my favorite kid. I love Meshack Taylor. In
Classic
Mannequin.
80s gay.
Yeah.
Classic as depicted at the time.
Yeah,
you
those
know.
bitchin' sunglasses.
I'm so glad things have changed though, because that fucking sucks for any group of people.
Yeah.
I even remember thinking that as a kid though, hearing it, you know, I was just like, no, that's not true. Like my bullshit detector was going off just a little bit.
I couldn't imagine like having all these different fashion things that are about you being gay. The fag tag on the back of shirts. Remember that?
Threw that around.
I forgot about that.
On the back of your button-up shirt, there's a little hook thing on the back of it, and that's a fag tag.
It was also a Fruit Loop, which was a derivative.
So, okay, I couldn't imagine being a young or a young kid. A young kid confused about his or her sexuality, no idea, and all they're hearing is, "You got your strap on the right, fag." Like, why?
Yeah.
Like, it's like, goddamn, no wonder it was like,
Yeah, why would you want to come out if
yeah,
you were
no,
gay?
yeah,
Like,
no, everything you do is gay. Who gives a shit?
It's horrible. It's horrible. I can't even fathom that feeling.
It's fucked
you
up.
know?
It's fucked
everything
up.
was gay or retarded back in the day.
Yeah.
And that's just, whenever you start using that now, people are just like not having it. But it was used so much back in the
Dude,
day.
the F word and the R word were just thrown around.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thrown
I definitely
around.
called things retarded all the time when I was younger. Like, dude,
Didn't even think about it.
No. Nope. No. You don't think about it. It's like everyone said it. So
Or like saying something gay, like that's gay.
yeah.
Like
I said it unlimited times in my youth.
Yeah,
unlimited.
Yeah.
All those words.
All
many,
of
many
them.
times, you know? And it's just, I'm glad it's not something you say to people. you
No,
know?
I'm glad things we've kind of come out of that fucking like pre-Cambrian fucking just archaic sense of like, no, man, we're all just fucking people.
Yeah.
And it's starting to be like the trans thing is becoming the new that, but people are like, shut that shit down quick. Like, nah, we did that shit in the 90s. You're not fucking with this. Just, we are all who we are.
Yeah.
Let it be. You're not gonna
Create some new obstacle
Yeah,
for people that
yeah.
have to hurdle. Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
It's crazy.
Why do you want to hate stuff so bad? Like, you know, it's like, who gives a fuck? Like, why? Oh, I don't know, man. I don't understand why we have to have something to hate. It's like, man, why don't you just chill the fuck out and stay in your own little house? Like,
yeah.
ugh.
We should just love more.
Yeah, dude.
You know,
Always
and
love more.
one of the things that I love is a late night snack.
God damn it, Robbie.
Dude, your segues are stellar.
I like. Well, sometimes at night I get a little hungry,
Yeah.
and sometimes when I get hungry,
Yeah.
I take a little walk
Yeah.
and I fix it. I fix a bowl of cereal. I love cereal at night,
Really?
like in the middle of the night.
What's your go-to cereal right now?
Right now, it's Fruit Loops because I'm gay. I'm gay. I'm
Okay.
coming out right now.
Great.
No, I'm just kidding.
This was the way that, good segue there too.
No. It's like, yeah,
Segue within the
$112
segue, crazy.
episodes.
we know. Everyone listening knows. It's fine. Fruit Loops are great, though. So you're on a Fruit Loops kick.
No, it's Fruity Pebbles.
Fruity Pebbles.
Oh, Fruity Pebbles is even better.
Yeah. Well, the cheap ones aren't.
Yeah.
No. When it comes to things like Fruit Loops and chocolate, like fruit and chocolate based cereals, you do not go for cheap. You buy the name brand.
They lack that non-nutritive cereal varnish that keeps the flakes from getting soggy.
Yeah, they lack all that processed bullshit that kills you.
Yeah.
You need that shit that tastes so good.
Yeah, totally. So yeah, I was I got a little hungry the other night, and Dylan, I'm gonna let you take it from here, buddy.
Oh, you dick. So it's like midnight, right?
Why are you talking sexy?
So it's midnight.
You know why.
Rob has just poured himself a bowl of cereal.
No. So it's midnight. Normally, I don't really get up to do a lot of midnight snacking, but on this special occasion, I guess, I totally wanted some cereal. Okay, so normally I sleep just in briefs, and
The Borat swimsuit.
Bedtime
So
undies.
comfortable.
No, you got your Mormon undies, right?
yeah.
My milk.
So normally you pop some shorts on. If you have a roommate, you pop some shorts on.
Like you got your dick hanging out.
Yeah. You pop some shorts on and you go out into the living room or the kitchen or whatever.
Of course.
Yeah. I put a shirt on.
You were pooing it?
Yeah. I put a shirt on and I don't even think about it.
Poo out!
Yeah. I don't even think about it until I'm in the kitchen, got my bowl, just poured my cereal.
His cereal, not mine.
Yeah.
Just to clarify.
I opened up, we don't cross cereals.
Right.
We crossed milk.
I opened up the refrigerator and I hear Robbie's door open. I was just like, fuck.
Dude,
and I'm
was
like,
it classic
I'm not
scary movie where
wearing-
you shut the fridge door and he's behind the fridge door?
No. I shut the refrigerator door and I walked to the very edge of our kitchen so that I couldn't see where the bathroom was
Like
going.
he tucked into a corner.
Yeah,
like,
I was like,
fucking
fingers
Splinter Cell
crossed,
style.
like, fingers crossed. I was like, go to the bathroom, go to the bathroom, go to the bathroom. And then he comes around the corner. I'm just like, tight.
like a mouse like caught in a corner.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So I
little half-naked mouse.
I stepped to my bowl and I'm like, just getting some cereal. And he was just like, yeah, dude, me too. Robbie has not noticed that I'm not wearing pants.
I was like real sleepy.
Yeah.
And so he pours his bowl of cereal. Robbie comes out like a normal person. He's got shorts on, no shirt.
Which is rare.
Well, no, wait. You guys just flipped. You flipped. Yeah.
Robbie brings it up. He's just like, you say something about how you're just not wearing a shirt. You're just like, yeah, not wearing a shirt. And I was like, well, I'm not. I look him in the face and I'm like, well, I'm not wearing pants. And he was just like, can you pass the milk?
It was a beautiful midnight rendezvous.
It was so
Two ships
funny
passing the night.
That's right. The passing of the milk is what really got me though. Like, because in the moment it's like, dude, this is awkward and all, but I'm gonna need that milk.
I'm gonna need
I
that
really
milk.
want that cereal.
Like, don't put it up and make me get it back out.
The shit ain't gonna moisten itself.
Yeah, exactly. But together we had one outfit,
Nice.
and that's how you put together an outfit, Robbie.
Two halves make a whole.
My segue.
Very, very good. Very
Yeah.
good.
Nice.
All right, well, we're gonna wrap up here.
Oh,
Jake,
good.
thank you. Great place to end the episode. I want some cereal. Thank you so much, Jake, for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Hit me with the plugs again, because this is a
Okay.
radio show.
Absolutely. So we do have a Facebook for Giant Stride. That's named the band. We also have an Instagram, Giant Stride Band. We have a show on the 21st this Saturday, July 21st, sorry, at the Deli with Foxboroughs and Speak Memory. And then we have another show set up in October on the 17th at the Root with a band called The March Divide.
Well, this will come out Friday, so perfect timing, man.
Nice.
Sweet.
Yeah.
That'll be great.
Yeah. Thanks again for coming on, and
Thank you.
We will see you next week.
Bye.